reasons it's so much labor for me to communicate what I would communicate to you today is because of a challenge that we have in Christianity today. Listen to me very well. We speak of a revival and we speak of an outpouring without perfectly understanding the concepts of giving right definitions to what the scripture is communicating to us. If we will come into the revival that we desire, the first revival that we must experience as a people and as a church is the revival of definition. Someone say definition. I've just started my teaching, but so that this is what I call teaching aid. How many of you remember teaching aid? Okay, if you don't remember teaching aid, something to help my teaching syllabus, my curriculum this morning. And see this, wherever you see a syllabus, there is an intention. Are we together? The first revival we must come into as a church, sir, if we must begin to get things right, is, God bless you, sir, is the revival of definition. And you see, what do I mean by the revival of definition? Look at this. We have defined many things the way God is not defining them. And so, in your quest to enter into a spiritual reality, many people come into things that actually is not the reality he had prayed for. And they begin to operate in that stuff, and somewhere, somehow, along their calling, along their ministerial pursuits, or along their career pursuits, they discover that the things they thought they came into and the realities of their journey is conflicting themselves. Listen to me. The reason is because, listen, calm down, you will get it. The reason is because what he thought he prayed for, or what he thought he entered, was not actually the realm that was presented to him. Do you know why, sir? Lack of what? Definition. And because of lack of definition, many things will begin to go wrong with your Christian experience. Because of lack of definition, many things will begin to go wrong with your Christian journey, with your Christian sojourning. And one of the implications of that is you begin to live a life that is full of contradictions. The things that you capture in God in the place of prayer, they begin to contradict the things that you actually are walking in. And that is why many persons have presented themselves as unbaked fellows. The tendency for them to think they have it, yet they do not have that stuff. And they are parading themselves with a package that does not accommodate the requirements of their destiny. You know why? He thought he came into it. He thought he entered into it. Actually, what was wrong is that he could not appropriately define the things he really wanted, or define the things that he really saw. So look at this. Prayer adventure would go wrong. Are you with me? What adventure would go wrong? Hermeneutics, as in theology, which is biblical interpretation, would also do what? Would go wrong. You know why? Lack of what? Definition. And the reason I'm starting this way is because there is a preconceived idea in your mind of what the voice of heaven is. I'm sure to the average believer that is present here, you are not just seeing that word from the scripture, or you are not just hearing that word from the church or from a minister. If we begin to do a survey here, and I give you mic to begin to speak about what you really understand about the voice of heaven. Now look at this. If you did not define that stuff well, you don't begin to teach that kind of a man expectation in a meeting. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because what he came for was not what it is. So he had the definition of a voice from heaven before coming. But when he came here, the conditioning of what heaven really wants to do with that thing is not captured within his expectations. And if it's not there, it cannot be given. Are we together? So before we speak to a people about expectation, it is important that we speak to them about definition.